Welcome back to Phillips Hot Rod Garage. Let's get caught up with what we did last week. All right guys, the plan for this video is to go ahead and finish all the fabrication work on the Model A body jig. I want to get every bit of it done in this video, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so here's the plan. I'm going to go ahead and cut these frame rails off somewhere up in here. I'm going to cut them off from the firewall forward. I'm going to add a cross member or a cross brace from here to the other side. I'm going to come in here and put some 45-degree angles from the leg up to that brace on each side. I'm going to do the same thing on the back. And I'm going to put a 45-degree angled brace from here to here on the sides as well. That's pretty much going to be it. That's going to wrap this project up. Now I don't have enough 2-inch square tubing left in my scraps to make any braces out of, so I think what I'll do is just use some 1-inch. I think 1-inch square tubing will be plenty for bracing. You know, this thing is pretty substantial like it is. I mean, once I get all this welded up in here, that's pretty strong. You know, the braces are going to help, but it's pretty strong, so I don't think the braces are going to have to be really that heavy of material. I think the 1-inch will be plenty. You know, you got to consider that the only thing that's ever going to be sitting on this is just going to be a shell of a Model A body. It's not that heavy. It's never going to have the engine and transmission sitting up on there. Now I will be mocking the engine and transmission up in this one sitting on this stand, so it's going to be holding quite a bit of weight. But this is never going to have anything but just a body on it, so it doesn't really have to be that strong. So I think that 1-inch square tubing will be plenty. All right, let's get going. All right, so I got to figure out where I'm going to cut this. All right, so this piece of angle iron right here is against the firewall on the front, so that's a good spot to measure from. I'm gonna go from there to this body mount, because this body mount hole right here will be a good reference point for me. That's 27 3/4 to the center of this body mount hole, so I'm gonna transfer that measurement over to my frame. All right, 27 3/4. From the center of this hole right here. And it does not have to be perfect. This is not a critical measurement. That ought to work. All right, let me square this up, then I'm gonna move to the other side. That's looking just right, guys. Looking just right. Move to the other side. Close enough. All right. Well, I got this thing in the way over here. I figured it was going to be in the way. You know, I might better just go ahead and cut that off and then finish marking this out. All right, let's do that. Now somebody already cut the head of these bolts off with a torch. So all I got to do is grind them smooth and I should be able to just knock them out. So that's the plan. All right, so I just got to give a shout out to Brian up in Delaware. He sent me this grinding disc. And I'm telling you guys, I was using some Harbor Freight ones, but the one Brian sent me, it's a Sayit brand. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I don't even know. S-A-I-T. If you guys are looking for some grinding discs that'll do the job, that brand right there will do it. S-A-I-T. Appreciate the grinding disc, Brian. I'm telling you, that thing works. Perfect. Now that's just what I needed. I didn't need to make that big old mess. There's another bolt I need to grind off. All right. All right, that'll work. All right. Now I got a mess to clean up. All right, so now I need a piece of tubing, 28.5 inches. All right, let's check it and see if it'll fit. It's just right. All right, so now you can get an idea of what I'm doing. I'm gonna put this bar here, then I'm gonna go with a 45 from here down to here, and here down to here. So we'll go ahead now and grind this out in here. It's really dirty, so we're gonna grind it out so we can get that welded in. All right, that ought to do it. All right, so I've got this scrap piece of tubing left, and it's 32 inches long. So to maximize the use of my materials, I'm gonna make my 45-degree pieces 10 inches long. I think that'll be plenty, and I'll be able to get 3 pieces out of this piece right here. Let's get it cut. Need my glasses. What did I do with my glasses? Where are my glasses? Oh, here they are. All right, so now I gotta set my saw to a 45-degree angle. 45. All right, let's make a cut. All right, now I gotta measure 10 inches. All right, that's good. Let's cut some more. All right, there's 3 of them. We'll go ahead and tack in a couple of these, and then we'll cut some more. All right. So the weather's cooled off today. You might hear my doors making some noise, rattling around in the video. We got some wind outside. It's a nice cool day. Kind of glad to have a nice cool day because it has been hot this summer. Okay. See if we can get the side back on without knocking that side back off. All right, now let's take a look at that and then tack this thing together. All right, so I'm sure there will be a lot of different opinions on this. Is that long enough, or do they need to be longer? I don't know. I'm just gonna go with it. I think that'll be good. Let's look at this one on the side. So what do you think? I think I'm gonna go with it. I think that'll be good enough. All right, let's check it and see how square everything is. All right, that's good enough for that. 45.5 degrees. It's close enough for a brace, not critical. 45 dead on that one. 90 degrees on the leg. 89.9 degrees on that leg. That's plenty close enough. So, yeah, 0.1 degrees is not going to matter. So we're good on that. I think all that looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and tack that one in on the side, and then I got to cut another one. Or maybe I'll cut the other one first and then tack those two in. Let's do that. All right, guys, I'm trying to conserve as much material as I can. Square tubing is not cheap these days. These are some leftover pieces that I've got. So I'm just going to weld these two together so I have enough length to make that brace out of. I think that's the thing to do. Do it cheap as possible. What do you think? Let's do it. Weld it together. All right, that looks good. I'll grind it down. All right, let's get it cut. All right, well, there it is. Everything on this end is done. It's ready to weld out. And I think that that's plenty good enough. I mean, there might be some differing opinions on this, but, you know, I don't believe that that's going to give me any issues. That should be plenty safe enough. So I'm going to go with that. Now it's time to get started on the back, and then we're going to weld everything out. All right, how are we going to do this at the back? I guess the thing to do is go ahead and cut the side pieces, tack them in, and then figure out what's got to happen back here, because I can't just make a simple 10-inch piece like I did up on the front. It's just not going to work the same. So we'll go ahead and cut these sides. Let's see how this is going to look. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's check the angles now. 45.1. Leg is 90. Let's weld that before it moves. All right, so I just got a stronger magnet to help me hold this. I'm gonna line it up with the other one, and I'm not gonna try to get it perfect. Then I'm just gonna put a mark in here. Yeah, maybe that'll work. Yeah, this is nothing scientific, just a quick, easy way of doing it. Hopefully it'll work. That looks good. Let me check the angle on that. It's 45 dead on. So I like the way that fits. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and cut another one identical to that. Weld it in right there. I think that'll work out. All right, guys. I think that's it. All right, so all the fab work's done. That's it for fabrication on this thing. I might, when I'm welding it out, put some plates right here. Thinking about doing that. I just like the idea of sealing off these holes. It'll keep spiders out at least, and it would probably make it a little bit stronger. And then maybe I'll do the same thing here to seal off these. At least I won't lose a socket or something down in those holes if I seal them off. And then on the back here, I think it would be a good thing to do the same thing back here. I mean, I really did originally want this to be under the bottom of the rail or the cross member right here, but you can see the way it goes down to the leg. The leg's so much further forward than the cross member that I thought it would be better just to put it like that. Plate over it will take care of that. That'll be nice and strong. So yeah, I got to get that exhaust hanger off. I got to finish getting this out. And then I guess from there, all I got to do is weld everything up. As far as I know, fabrication's all done. Well guys, that just about wraps it up. I mean, we're down to welding it out. So fabrication's done. Happy with that. So I think I want to stick the wheels on real quick. I just want to see what it looks like, and then we'll call this video done right there. Well guys, this is not working out as good as I thought it would, but I'm gonna get them on here anyway. I'm gonna get it. I'm not putting any nuts on here. I'm just sticking them under here just to see what they look like. There we go. Well, there it is. It looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna roll it over next to the car. All right, so there it is next to the body. That's perfect, guys. That's going to put the body the same height that it is now. So it's going to be real easy for me to get my quarter panels repaired, wheel wells put in, all that good stuff. Pretty happy with that. So that's where we're at. All right, guys, that's all I got for this one. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. If you've not subscribed to my channel yet and you're still watching all the way to the end of this video, go ahead and click subscribe, click like, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this body jig for the Model A. Let me know if there's anything that you would do different. It's not too late to make some changes. So by the time this video goes out and you guys leave me comments, I won't have it welded up yet. So there's going to be time to change some things if I need to. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Appreciate you guys watching. If you need to get up with me, phillipshotrodgarage@gmail.com. Look me up on Facebook, Phillips Hot Rod Garage. There are some guys who have messaged me lately, but I am seriously dragging about getting back to you. But I am getting back to you. All you guys who have sent me emails and messages, I've read them. I've responded to some of you. I'll be getting back with you. So things just get crazy. I get busy. So you know how life is. Appreciate you guys watching. See you guys in the next one.